Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight you're watching me on Bowdabra. We are live on Bowdabra each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Before we start, let's all thank Alex for recording me tonight. We have an exciting live plan for you all, so I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I can't believe that it's already Monday, and without further ado, let's get started.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so we're going to be using our large Bowdabra that you see right here. We also have the wire. We have the gold wire and we have the silver wire, just so you guys can see what the difference is. We might use both. Let's see. But tonight we're going to use all products, including the Bowdabra. And all of them are available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. I'm really excited that we have the Bowdabras now, and they're selling really fast, aren't they, Alex?
They really
are. Yeah, we're going to use this. This also comes with the wand that you see here. I actually don't get much use out of that wand. I usually compress the ribbon with my fingers, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean in just a minute.
Hi Farah.
Hey Farah, hey Sherry, hey Kathy, hey Sherry. Okay. So let's cut a length. Let's do gold wire right now.
Hi Evie. Hi Pat.
How was everybody's weekend? So we'll just cut a length like that.
Hi Kelly.
Hey
Hi
Kelly.
Valerie.
And then what I do is I take that wire, I fold it in half, and then I place it on the slit on top of my Bowdabra. Then, just to get it out of the way, I tuck them underneath, and that prevents me from kind of pulling that wire out by accident. We're going to start with one of our 50-yard spools. Here we have this 1.5 inch Gingham, and it's the black and white. So doesn't this in all honesty work for every season and holiday, Alex?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a great wired ribbon, and it looks pretty with everything. So we're going to use some pretty flowers. I figured with this bow we would show you guys 3 different versions of what you can do with it. We'll start off by cutting a length for the tails.
Hi Marilyn. Hi Martha. Hi Velkis.
Welcome everyone. Then we're just going to place our ribbon right into our Bowdabra and start making our bow.
Hi Shirley from North Carolina.
Place it inside. And we're going to start with a traditional bow. So we're going to do loops about 3.5, 4 inches across.
Hi Pamela. Hi Hoyt.
Then what we can do is I like to rotate my Bowdabra instead of my hands. Hey Pamela. Hey Maxine, I hope you had a wonderful weekend too. So our weekend was fun in a sense, right? We packed orders all weekend. It's been a crazy, crazy few days here. We ran our first ever sale on our page, and we appreciate everybody's orders. So we're going to do a few loops on each side. So that's 2. Let's come back in with 5 on each side, so it's a really full bow.
Pam would love to win. Hi Jean.
Hey Jean, yes, if you would like to win, or if you don't know what we're talking about, Bowdabra does give away a free roll of scrunchy ribbon each and every live. So we are live each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that's 4. Let's come back in with 1 more. Oh, this side is now 4. So we have 1 more on each side.
Hi Sandra.
Hey Sandra.
Bonnie said, did everyone enjoy their birthdays?
We all did, yeah. We were all here working away, right? But we wouldn't want to do anything else. Well, that's a lie. I'm not going to lie. We obviously would love to be on the beach in some tropical island, but the next closest thing is packing everyone's orders. So that's 5 loops on each side. We're going to snip our ribbon off. Then what we can do, and I see over 130 of you guys, if you enjoy watching me here on Bowdabra, do me a favor and let me know by a show of hearts. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watches, and my main goal with my business is simply and solely to inspire you. So hopefully I've done a little inspiring at some point or another, and if I've taught you how to make a bow, that is probably the best thing you can let me know. So we're going to just tie it off from behind. I like to give it 2 or 3 knots to prevent it from having any issues. If you do just 1 knot and it fails, shame on you, right? So you always want to take that extra step and make sure you're not going to lose your bow.
Hi Susan. Hi Donna. Sandra says I'm a winner just by you sharing.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. And there we have our first bow. And this bow is a traditional bow. Is that pretty? So I
Very
think
pretty.
we're gonna choose. You guys are gonna choose which one we are gonna use for our wreath. But that's the first version. I want to show you guys a couple different versions using the same ribbon. So we're gonna come back into our Bowdabra, cut another length of wire.
Kathy says, you are the one who definitely helped me make bows now.
Oh, thank you, Kathy.
Diane would love to win from Indiana.
Place it right in the middle. Yeah, all you have to do is just let us know.
Velka says, very pretty.
Now we're going to do a funky bow. And by using the same ribbon, what I think, as if we don't have hundreds of ribbons to choose from, right? But what I think it does is I think it helps show you guys just how many different possibilities and styles and looks you can achieve from the same ribbon. So we're going to cut these loops about 3.5 inches and our tails about 6 to 8. Like that, we're going to create a bunch of loops like this. And we're going to do opposite sides. So since we placed our first loop on this side, we're going to come back in with our next piece on the opposing side.
Hi, Jerry from Tennessee. She says, I could never make a bow until I found you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yes, there's no greater tip you guys can give me. And when I say tip, I mean like, you know, tip in the change jar, right? You know what I mean? But there's no bigger tip you can give me than letting me know that, you know, I've helped you out at some point or another. So let's come back in with a few more of these.
Shirley says, always love black and white.
Right? This is a classic.
Pat from New Jersey would love to win.
From New Jersey, not too far from us. Well, it depends, right? It still can be upwards of 8 or so hours,
Yeah,
but...
depends which part.
All right, so that's 3. Let's come back in with 1 or 2 more. There's another.
Kelly says, darn straight, best bow maker.
Thank you.
Beverly asked, are the tails crossing where you pinch it?
Are the tails crossing where you pinch it? So let me show you an in-depth perspective. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I'm just taking it, I'm just pinching it, cutting my tail, and then I just separate them. So where I'm placing the piece into the Bowdabra, it's right here, so I'm pinching it above the 2 tails and then just placing it right inside. And I see we're at almost 200 live viewers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it.
Brenda says she loves her Bowdabra.
Yeah, let us know if you love it.
Shirley loves to watch. She needs to win.
Shirley needs to win, right?
Debbie says she uses her Bowdabra all the time. She loves it.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these wires. So since we folded it in half, you're going to have a cut end and then you're going to have a loop. Doesn't matter which way it's facing. Just to prove it, I'll flip it. You're going to take that, pull those 2 cut ends through the middle of the loop, and then just tighten it. It's as easy as that, you guys. It's not complicated whatsoever. Happy belated birthday. Would love to win. Yes, so last time you guys saw me, I was 23. Now I am the big 24, right? And I feel it. So let's tie it off 2 or 3 times to make sure it's not going anywhere.
Bonnie would love to win tonight.
Oh, I cut that wire off, but you guys are going to choose which of the bows you like the best anyway. Now we can go throughout and dovetail.
Lisa Ann says, I love my Bowdabra, but I already have one, so no need for me to be entered.
Well, it's for a ribbon. It's not for the Bowdabra itself. We've given away a bunch on Nick's seasonal decor, but here each week on Mondays that we're live, Bowdabra gives away a free roll of ribbon. So you might already have a Bowdabra, but you could get a free ribbon, right?
Free ribbon.
And you can never have too much. Well, I take that back. You can have too much ribbon. Don't be like me.
Velka says, I learned how to use the Bowdabra by watching you.
Oh, thank you, Velkus.
Diane asks, what is the average loops on each side for a medium bow?
For a medium, so I'd consider this to be a medium bow, right? So these loops are only about 3.5 inches, 3.5 to 4 inches. So not a big bow by any means, but it does create a rather stately looking bow.
Susan loves the funky bows.
All right, so you guys are going to tell me which of these 2 or 3. We're going to make one more. After we fluff this out, we're going to do one more version using the buffalo gingham. And then you guys can tell me which one you want to see in the wreath. So right now, this is the traditional bow, funky bow. We already made our traditional. And the last bow is going to be something different. So to fluff, all I'm doing is I'm just pulling apart each loop, giving it a good tug, making sure that all of the wires are straightened out.
Hi, Jeanette. She says aloha from Hawaii.
Ooh, Jeanette's from Hawaii, you guys. Jeanette, what I would do to be in Hawaii right now. I've never been, but I want to visit. How about you, Alex? Should we take a vacation to Hawaii?
I think so.
I think so, too. So that's the next bow. What do you guys think of the funky? I think that one's very pretty. But it's time to switch gears and make our third and final bow using the gingham. Then we'll switch and make our wreath, and then a few more bows after that. So we'll cut a length of wire, place it in the middle of our Bowdabra.
Patricia wants to win tonight. Jean says happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Jean.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. So for this bow, we're going to cut another length of tails. And with a 50-yard spool, you guys, 50 yards lasts... You're doing massive tree toppers, maybe you'll get 2 or 3 solid tree toppers out of it. But, you know, if you're doing bows like this, you can easily make 20 bows using it. So we're going to do 2 loops on each side. Each loop's going to be about 4 inches, 4 to 4.5 inches. And I don't measure, you guys. One quick tip is to not measure, because if you do, you'll drive yourselves crazy. Right, Al?
Yep, you will.
You will. It's happened to me. It'll happen to you.
Donna says we should go to Hawaii. It'll be a great vacation.
Right, Donna?
I
want to
agree.
go. One of these days we'll make the trip. I think it'll be fun. So that one was a little short, so I just tugged on it a little. So we have 2 loops about 4.5 inches. Now we're going to do 1 on each side. That's only going to be about 3 inches or so.
Denise loves the black and white plaid.
You can't go wrong with it. You know, buffalo plaid is different from this, but traditional gingham, this stuff has been around for many years, right? So then we're going to do our button bow or a button loop. The button loop only has to be about 1 inch or so. It's just to cover our mechanics.
Pamela says there's not a bow that you make that I don't love.
Thank you, Pamela. Tie it through. Take it out.
We have Julie who says, hi Nick and Alex, I'd love to win. Love this funky bow, and I must say I'm enjoying the wreath community immensely. Love from Wales, UK.
Oh, welcome, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
From Wales. I would love to visit Wales one of these days.
Hi, Lisa Ann says, I missed it. Where's Dad tonight? I'm not throwing shade at Alex. It's okay.
I know. Dad and Yaya were here all day packing orders, and we're still behind. But Dad and Yaya were here. They left a few hours back because they had a long, full day. So that is the other bow. So which of these 3 do you guys like the most for this wreath? We got this bow, we've got the funky bow, and then we've got our traditional bow, which is always a classic. So comment down below which of these 3 you would like to see. In the meantime, we'll quickly make another bow. But I want your feedback, you guys. And I hear Alex stepping on bells right now.
I'm so sorry. Pamela says, I never made a bow until I started watching you. Then you introduced me to Bowdabra, and now I can make bows and wreaths. Thank you for sharing your talent.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I would love to see your bows, you guys. So if you're not a part of the Bowdabra fan gallery or the Nick's Seasonal Decor Crafting community, you know, that's my group and Bowdabra's group.
Funky bow, funky bow, funky bow. Lots of funkies.
But both groups have great additional resources, so if you're looking for other inspiration from other designers and just tips and tricks, definitely join. So for this bow, let's see what it'll look like with just a bunch of tails. Then we'll switch gears. You guys can still let me know which of those 3 bows you like the best.
Mary says the last bow would be pretty. Hi, Stephanie. First time watching.
Hey, Stephanie. Nice to see you.
Marianne says funky bow. Donna says funky bow.
So I'm just cutting a bunch of strips of ribbon. And we're going to see how this looks. Actually, what we can do, let's do 1 more of these. We'll come back in with the orange. Make kind of a pumpkin-themed bow.
That's cute.
Wouldn't that be cute? So, as you can tell, I'm not measuring in the slightest. Some are going to be long, some are going to be short, and it's not going to matter. Let's do 1 more.
Kathy loves that green.
Isn't that a pretty moss green? So this was designed on our page last night. We designed a pumpkin wreath, didn't we?
You did.
So that tutorial is posted. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these tails and place them right inside.
Lisa Ann loves your t-shirt.
Thank you, Lisa Ann. I think me and you got this from TJ Maxx?
Yes, Tom
TJ
and
Maxx.
Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Darlena says last bow. I just saw a few traditional bows in there.
A few traditional bows, too. All right, so Alex will choose which comment received the most votes, but we're going to come back in with the orange on top now. maybe we'll create like a little pumpkin out of it. So I'm just placing them right inside. And I'm placing them individually. I think it'll give the best effect so that the ribbon don't look just like stacked on one another. I want it to have a little bit of a 3D look to it. So now that all of those pieces are inside, we're going to again take our wires from either side, pull them through that loop, tighten it, pull it out. Now it's somewhat secured, but not secured enough to display. What we got to do to secure it is pull it tight, flip it over, and tie from behind.
Farah loves the green and orange.
Thank you, Farah.
Janie says traditional all the way. Kathy says this is so cool. Velkus loves the colors.
All right, so what would you say is the general consensus, Al?
I think funky won.
All right, funky
We
won.
had a little bit of everything, but I think funky was the landslide.
The landslide. Just hopping on. Hello from North Carolina. Welcome, Darlene. It's nice to have you here.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pam. So just dovetailing real quick.
Jeanette loves the colors.
Thank you, Jeanette. So just dovetail. All right, half done. But trust me, it's going to be worth it. And I see we're at almost 2:30. If we can get up to 2:30, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see if we can do it. I love how these pieces are just landing on my arm. You see that?
Yeah, they're flying. Sandra says, oh my God, love the tails bow.
I know. This is something different, isn't it? You know, I always get sick of making the same things over and over again. And even though it's a business and we do lots of things that are popular, what keeps this interesting and keeps this passion alive for me is mixing it up. So I always enjoy experimenting and trying different things, different techniques, and taking you guys along with me.
Kathy says that's a lot of dovetailing.
I know, but hopefully it'll be worth it, right?
Lisa Ann says, just when I think I've seen every bow made with the Bowdabra, you make another.
That's right. So I see we're at almost 250 now. Let's see if we can hit 250.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry. Okay. So we're going to just fluff open those loops now. Pull apart those tails. Well, we have no loops, actually. This is a loop-free zone. Pull them apart.
Hi, Annie. Hi, Darlene.
Open up these little ones. Pull them apart. We're almost there. What do you guys think so far? Hey, Kate. Hey, Melissa. And I'm just going to kind of give them a little bit of a crinkle action. Could even do the big ones crinkly too.
Jeanette says, love that you have diverse ways of making ribbons and wreaths.
That's right, right? It's always fun to experiment. Sometimes it's worth it, and sometimes it doesn't turn out quite the way you want, right? So that's that bow. Look at how cool that is.
Pamela says, love how sharp those scissors are.
Pamela's making fun of me. I know, Pamela. The scissors from last week didn't do me justice, but we have some better scissors here at the warehouse. And yeah, you bought 3 pairs of dollar store scissors today.
Donna says, I can see this being an awesome poinsettia if you use red.
Yes, exactly. So everybody was saying traditional? Is that what won?
I think funky.
Funky? All right, funky it is. Oh, the only one that I don't have tails on. So to add, I meant wire. So to add a wire, we're just going to take a length and tie it right on.
Andrea says, I still like the funky bows, and that one is cute.
So we're just going to tie our funky bow right to the wreath.
Donna says, I like that. I'll have to try that one.
Yeah, give it a shot. And don't forget, too, you guys, if you do end up making something that was inspired by me, I always appreciate when you guys tag me in it. It lets me, see the post and admire your beautiful work. Fluff it out.
Denise says, that turned out beautiful.
Pull apart the loops, and there is our funky bow. So this is on a 14-inch grapevine, and we're going to come back in with some of these pretty purple flowers. Look at those. Aren't those pretty?
Those are pretty.
So we're going to snip these off using our wire snips.
Tammy says gorgeous.
Thank you, Tammy. Just snip. We don't need such long stems, so we'll bring those in a little bit closer.
Phyllis says diversity keeps me watching your site.
That's right, right? You got to stay fun, exciting, fresh.
Hi, Kristen from Massachusetts.
Hey, from Mass. Snip our final flower off, and let's work these in. We're going to grab our glue skillet, dip them in our glue skillet. Let's first move them out of the way. Dip them in the skillet and work them right in. We'll keep this kind of close to the bow.
Hi, Pam from Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Indianapolis?
From Indy. Welcome.
Pam loves the purple.
I know, isn't it pretty? So the benefit of using black and white ribbon is that it works for anything. If you have any color flower, any product, it always matches and looks good. So don't be afraid of experimenting and trying some really crazy colors, because I'm sure it'll look great.
Renee says the flowers and bow are beautiful together.
I know, I love these purple flowers.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. We've used these a number of times in the wreath community, and these are actually, this is just a leftover bush from tutorials that we've done. So don't feel as though you have to go out and purchase new products as well. Use what you got above anything. I'm a firm believer in that. That way you're not being wasteful, and that way you're getting use out of everything.
Melissa says the green and orange bow could be used as a centerpiece.
A centerpiece. I like your way of thinking. It certainly could. And there we just have a simple little wreath using just one bush of flowers. Pretty, right? Something simple. We're looking at $5.75 for the grapevine, and I did choose the grapevine that's wonky for this tutorial to save the good ones for you guys. Maybe $1 worth of ribbon, 50-yard spools. We used maybe a couple bucks worth of flowers, so you're looking at less than $10 to make a pretty wreath. I mean, how can you go wrong? I received my order packed from Thursday, packed by Bella. Thank you, Debbie, for your order. Wow, that got there real quick.
I know, that was... What day is it? Monday?
Monday. Wow, very, very quick. All right, let's grab another ribbon. Let's do these. This red and white one, I think works for ladybug wreaths. I think it works for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas. I think it would look great for like a whimsical candy cane wreath. I think it would look great for a cardinal wreath. So a simple red and white stripe works for a lot of different seasons and holidays. So whenever we can purchase products in, you know, colors or styles or prints that are kind of universal throughout the year, it's definitely the best bet, especially for those of you that are just starting out. That way you get more bang for your buck, and that way you have more options for your supplies. Because once you start to get super specific, you start to hoard, right?
You do.
So for this bow, let's make this like a present bow. We're going to just place our ribbon inside.
We have our winner tonight.
Who is our lucky winner?
Congratulations to Pam Kosh Hunt from Western New York.
Welcome and congratulations, Pam. Let's all take a second and congratulate Pam. Pam has been with us for a while now, and we always appreciate you watching. So you just won yourself a free roll of ribbon. So to get your ribbon, make sure to send Bowdabra a Facebook message letting them know that you won on Nick's Live, and you'll be getting a lucky roll of ribbon.
Congratulations.
And don't forget, every Monday that we're live, Bowdabra does give away a free roll. And there's nothing you have to do besides let us know that you would like to win. So keep in mind, too, between each technique, this technique is the same thing as a traditional bow. The only difference is going to be that we're working in just loops and no tails. So not every bow has to have tails at all, and it'll completely change the look of a design. So that's enough loops. We got 5 on this side. I think 5 on the other side. Does it have to be 5, Alex?
It does not.
It does not. What if we did 4 on one side and 5 on the other?
That's okay.
What if we did 6 on one side and 5 on the other?
That's still okay.
So don't be so picky, you guys. Give it a shot. If you're new and you would like exact specific measurements and whatnot, my biggest tip is just to practice, just to experiment. Get your hands used to working with ribbon, and you'll kind of be more comfortable knowing when to stop, knowing when to add more loops for any given design. So let's just fluff this out real quick. And to fluff, what I do is I just pull apart all of the loops, get them to my liking, and then refluff, because you always can fluff. Fluffing is the most important step. And then look at that. How pretty is that? We still have 226 people watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let's switch gears and make a summery bow now, because it's still summertime, whether we think so or not, right?
It is.
We'll continue to use our gold wire because it really doesn't make a huge difference which color you use. I'd say just as a general rule, silver is the best bet just for generic designs. That way you're not seeing any gold, you're just seeing the silver. And gold works great for, any other kind of bow you want to make, especially Christmas time.
Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen. Hey, Sheila. Oh, is that what you were going to say too? Well, double hello, Sheila.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Pam says, thank you, Nick and Alex, and thank you for all you guys do each and every day.
Well, thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we do each and every day, right? So it's you guys that really deserve the thank you. So for this, I'm just going to cut a bunch of longer loops or longer tails, and we're going to do something a little bit different. This is one of my favorite ways of enhancing like doorknobs. You might be wondering, okay, Nick, well, how many times do you need a bow on a doorknob? But think of like closet doors, right? Doors that you're not opening frequently. Think of like office doors, think of cabinets, think of like chests and bureaus. So just a fun way to enhance them without making everything super duper boring. Keeps it fun. So we're going to create random size loops. I mean, look at that one. And we're going to just place them right into the Bowdabra.
Stephanie would like to know where she can buy more Bowdabra wire.
Yes, you can find Bowdabra wire available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. We have both the silver and the gold. Look, even the loop size aren't even going to be similar, and I think it's going to turn out pretty. Come back in with another one.
Pamela's sister just bought her this ribbon.
Awesome, Pam. It's a very pretty ribbon. I think with that blue, that fuchsia, and that lime green, I mean, it's perfect for summer. That's a glue string, but I don't know from what. Oh, maybe it hit the edge of the glue skillet. All right, so that is all of the loops we're going to add. What we're going to do then is put it through the wire, tighten it. You love my shirt, Janet? Thank you, Janet. Tie it really tight, flip it over, and tie it 2 or 3 more times to make sure it's not going nowhere. Then what I like to do is I like to just snip my wires off. This is wasteful, I know, but when I go to take photos and send them to Bowdabra, I like my photos to be clear without the wires showing, so I always remove the wires. So another thing too is if you're a business owner or looking into getting into this as a business, first of all, let us know. Second of all, a great source of revenue for your business is selling bows. Bow making is a skill, and it's something that, practice helps with, right? You don't become a master bow maker overnight. So for those of you that have been working on that skill and perfecting it, lots of people envy you for that, which means a lot of people will need bows from you because they can't make them themselves. So, add this concept to your business and you can sell a lot of bows and be very profitable. We just give our bows away to our Wreath customers. So for those of you that purchase wreaths from us, we oftentimes throw in a free bow or two because we make a lot of bows here. Sometimes too many, right, Alex?
We have a lot.
All right, so let's dovetail. Over 252 of you guys. Thank you for sticking around with us.
Terry Lynn loves the bow. Lisa Ann loves that bow.
Yeah, it's a very pretty bow. Something totally different. Let's fluff it out, pull apart those loops, fluff those tails. Here we have our longer tails.
Denise asks, what is the secret for dovetailing?
Sharp scissors, which sometimes I don't even have them, and we still make them work. So to dovetail, I don't know if I've showed you guys specifically anytime lately. I'm just taking my tail, right? Taking it, folding it in half, almost 270, and snipping from the middle out towards the wired edge. And when you do that, you get that professional edge. And that professional edge really makes a huge difference with your bows and your designs. And it showcases to your customer the amount of thought and love put into each and every design. You're not just winging through designing, you're spending the time fluffing every single tail and dovetailing every single tail. Look at that bow. How pretty is that? Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful bow, says Cindy. Lisa Ann asked, Alex, how is your bow making?
Honestly, not bad.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but from the last time you made a bow, you can flip the camera up to me now. There we go. Last time she made a bow, she did really good. And I think that was your first or second bow ever. You haven't made many bows, but I guarantee you guys, if I put her on the spot, she would do a great job. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bows, 6 or 7 bows, give or take. I'm not sure. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being with us. If you enjoy watching these tutorials each and every Monday, drop a heart. Let me know down below. It helps me stay motivated and continue to inspire you guys. So I want to thank Sandy, Dory, and Joe for being with us. And I believe today is Joe's birthday. So Joe, I could be mistaken though, but if it is your birthday, happy birthday. I hope you had a lovely day, and I will see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.